Greetings of the day, everyone. This is your last session on last session of the series. It is based on essay answer writing and the prerequisites. The prerequisites of this are that you should have completed your report and two lectures of your argument. 2A, 2B, whatever the numbering you give, there are three videos. You must have covered them. Only and only after that you come on the essay, because I am not going to repeat the same things which I have told in the previous two, because I want to keep this thing very short, very much focused on the essay, nothing else. I'll start. There are one question of 80 marks, so you have 80 marks over here. As I am showing a screenshot, so this is the official question paper which came. Write essays on any four of the following in about 300 words. We'll discuss about the paging and everything, but 300, okay? And each you have to choose four, so 80 marks. Out of this 80, a good candidate, not a good, a very good candidate, a veteran, will score 55, maybe on a good day, and an average candidate who has just started may score somewhere around 12, maybe. I'm just giving an estimate. 3 marks, 4 marks for every 12 to 16 marks you may score as per official UPSC key, if you are just starting out and you have not done too much of writing practice. With this lecture, I aim to improve you from 12 to 16 up to 27 to 28. This is my aim. Okay, essay, the improvement is much harder than argument and report writing, because argument and report writing are more into format, spacing, correct content, less content, lesser words, so it is easier to improve. But in the essay, it is 300 words. It is not very long, but 300 words writing in the proper flow of thought. I'll be using this word again and again, the word flow of thought and clarity of expression, because those are the only two things which differentiate between a person who is scoring 27, 28 and a person who is scoring 55 and above. That is the only thing which differentiates these two people. Content and clarity of thought and power of expression. Because a person who is scoring 35 and a person who is scoring 50, 55, they almost have the same content. What I have seen, they have almost the same content, and they tend to have the same knowledge, but they are not able to express it at the correct point of time. So this is what we have spoken of the markings and what I aim to help you with this lecture. This is for beginners and we'll talk about that. So we have some questions here. Endangered species, environment, wars, that is your external security, internal security, security basically. Indian Armed Forces, women, this is current affairs topic. Price rise is your economy topic. Eastern and wisdom, this I will talk about. This is something different. Indian Armed Forces combine strategic thinking and timely action. This is also internal security. If you analyze all the past 10-year PYQs, you will see there is always a trend. In 6 of them, 2 will be internal security, one or two will be current affairs, one will be environment, and one will be something weird or something different or something which you may not have read. मेरा कहने का यहाँ पर अर्थ है कि यदि आप पिछले 10 साल के प्रश्नों को एक साथ रख कर उन पर विचार करें तो आप एक ट्रेंड पाएंगे. सॉरी, मुझे ट्रेंड का हिंदी वर्ड नहीं पता. आप एक पद्धति पाएंगे जिससे आप पता कर पाएंगे कि अगले साल या हर साल किस तरह के प्रश्न आते हैं. 2 प्रश्न हमेशा इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी के आते हैं, एक एनवायरनमेंट से आता है, 2 करंट अफेयर्स से आते हैं, ये 2 करंट अफेयर्स से हैं, और एक सवाल विचित्र किस्म का आता है जिसके बारे में पहले से कुछ नहीं कहा जा सकता. And especially this question, Eastern wisdom and Western science, I would not suggest you to attempt this. Yeah, I attempted this in exam because I was very good at this topic. I knew a lot of content in this. But yeah, normal candidates, please avoid attempting this question. This is very different and very nuanced topic, and it is very hard to score marks in this unless you have the proper content with proper thought process already made before the exam. You can't sit and think about this and write a good 8 to 10 marker essay in the exam if you don't know this already. So please avoid, if you see such a questions, they are a trap, avoid them. Your choice of 4 matters a lot. आप किन प्रश्नों को चुनते हैं वो बहुत मायने रखता है एग्जाम में, क्योंकि वही आपको मार्क्स दिलाएंगे. So your choice has to be very accurate. This particular essay of Eastern Wisdom is something which you should not attempt in the exam if you don't know it beforehand. अगर आपने ईस्टर्न विजडम और वेस्टर्न साइंस के बारे में पहले से आपने नहीं प्रिपेयर करके रखा है, तो आप एग्ज़ाम में ये प्रश्न ना अटेम्प्ट करें. ये वहाँ पर अटेम्प्ट करने में आपको ज़्यादा मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे और कॉन्फिडेंस भी नहीं आएगा. सिमिलरली दिस इज़ अनदर पेपर, another PYQ, last 2 years 22 and 23, these two I have taken to show you. Cyber attacks, international relations, education, this is your normal generic thing, okay, generic. This is your quirky or environment side, you can say e-waste. And last is your geographical and linguistic diversity, is its real wealth. This is also something you should try to avoid, because it is very easy for you to go off the topic, not writing relevant to the topic. This very easily you can divert from the topic. That is why this is something which you should avoid. I will explain about this later when I show what not to do. So this we will see out. So in this, the correct choice, internal security आप सभी लोग प्रिपेयर करके जाते हैं, क्योंकि इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी का ही पूरा एग्जाम है बेसिकली. आप CAPF इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी के लिए ही हो. तो साइबर अटैक्स यू शुड हैव अटेम्प्टेड. इंडिया इज़ एमर्जिंग लीडर, ये हर जगह हर अखबार में G20 के लिए लिखा ही लिखा था. तो ये एक एक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चन था कि आने ही वाला है G20 से. इंडियन डायस्पोरा भी, आर ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैज़ given lot of highlight, lot of importance to Pravasi Bharatiya, the NRIs, OCI. So this was also kind of expected question. You knew and you read in the newspapers. Education awareness, this is a very simple static question. E-waste, yeah, you could have attempted just here and there. Maybe you could not have gone into the deep rules, but yeah, you need to attempt only 4 na. So 4 is done. Yeah, you could have left these two. Either you could have gone for what can be done to stop wars, endangered species. आप बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स लिख सकते हैं इसमें जो आपने सुने होंगे, टाइगर, एलिफेंट, वल्चर. प्राइस राइज, कॉज एंड इफेक्ट, इंडियन आर्म्ड फोर्सेस. ये दिस इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी नुआंस टॉपिक इफ़ यू वॉन्ट टू स्कोर 10 out of 20. But yeah, if you write average also, you'll get 5 to 6. But yeah, I will teach you how to break down and write it. This will come into the nuanced lecture which I will take. This is for beginners, so we'll see. What is the aim of this lecture? To explain basic answer writing formats, how to think, how to collect resources, and avoiding the basic errors. You know the format because this is the last one you are doing. So you have done my lectures previously. Targeted students, if you are a beginner, you are new, you have not done proper guidance, you are shifting your language medium. यदि आप हिंदी से अंग्रेज़ी माध्यम में आ रहे हैं तो ये लेक्चर आपके लिए है, ताकि आप अंग्रेज़ी माध्यम में ही चीज़ें सुनें, उन्हें समझें और अंग्रेज़ी माध्यम से ही सोचें, ताकि एग्ज़ाम परीक्षा के दिन आपका वक्त बच सके. एग्ज़ाम के दिन यदि आप हर चीज़ अंग्रेज़ी में पढ़ के उसे दिमाग में ट्रांसलेट करके सोचते हैं, फिर आप उत्तर निकाल के उसको फिर से ट्रांसलेट करके आप लिखते हैं, तो आप अपना ही वक्त ज़ाया कर रहे हैं. एक्सपेक्टेड ड्यूरेशन, आई कांट कमेंट ऑन दिस वन. आई वॉन्ट टू कीप इट वेरी ब्रीफ, ओके, बिकॉज आई हैव ऑलरेडी taught most of the things and the thinking process to you. If you have any doubts, you see the previous lectures at least twice. When आप अभी देख रहे हो, at least view all the lectures twice. आपने एक दिन देखा, then you see the lecture again after 3 days. You see the same lecture again after 3 days, and you practice at least 1 or 2 questions of report or argument, whatever lecture you are watching. You practice at least 2 questions of that, and then you see that again on the 3rd day. You keep your answer copy with you, what you have written, and you think that what I am saying to you in the lecture and what you have written in your copy. You do your evaluation with what to do and what not to do while viewing my lecture. Then you will understand where you are going wrong. You can evaluate your own copies if you have my guidance. I don't believe in just taking the copies, checking them, giving back. No. My aim is to make you Atmanirbhar. You should be able to check your own copies once you graduate from here. Okay, what will I explain? QCAB, basic format to follow. What to do? I will be taking 3 essays over here. This will be the major part of the discussion. Okay, today this will be the major part. What to do? I'll be taking 3 essays from these only, and I'll be explaining them to you in depth. What to do, how it is written. I'll be also teaching you the content also this time, because I've gotten some feedback on the content. So, okay. What not to do, I'll be delving a bit, but most what not to do you have learnt in your argument and report. Okay, so since you have done the argument and report, I'm not going to repeat the same what not to do, because most of it is same. So okay, that's something you learnt. I will be showing, and you have to read the veteran and topper answer copies, handwritten copies, which are given to you on the Telegram channel. I have also taken from them because I am one among them. So that's the good thing. Yeah, now your QCAB 16 by 23 unruled A4 with 4 inches. I have already taught this to you. 16 by 23, you know the sizes, you know how it is to be done. I'm not going to teach you again and waste 10 minutes of my time and your time. Your time is equally important as mine, and I respect the students' time. That is why I don't take long lectures, because I don't find the use in it. Okay, that's why I speak fast. If you think I'm speaking faster, you reduce my speed on YouTube. You can check, you can go to settings or downstairs in the video, and you can click on that settings button, and you can choose the playback speed. You can reduce it down if you don't find it okay. So that's why I speak fast, so that you catch up, you finish it fast. Please follow the yeah, for those who are under the paper evaluation segment, please write your name in this particular topic. I'm not going to teach you again and again. And please make a proper PDF. With Adobe PDF is the preferred app, because it is free to use, easy to use, and it is by a proper company called Adobe. So it's good. Yeah, now I'll show you the QCAB. Okay, this is the first page of your official QCAB from UPSC. You can see the word specimen written on top of it. These specimen, this is the 2021 official paper. Okay, this is the 2021 official QCAB. This has been shared by the UPSC on its website. You can download, print, and write the 2021 paper yourself on the official QCAB. So again, the question is here: Chinese economic policy in countries bordering India. I will be teaching this topic next. You have your first page. You write your introduction here. You explain what the topic is or what the current relevance is. आप यहाँ पर जैसे कि स्टैटिक टॉपिक है, अगर वॉट कैन बी डन टू स्टॉप वॉर्स में आप वॉर्स के बारे में लिखेंगे, इंडेंजर्ड स्पीशीज़ में आप इंडेंजर्ड स्पीशीज़ के बारे में लिखेंगे. लेकिन अगर आप सी एस से लिखते हैं, इमर्जिंग पैराग्राफ ऑफ वुमेन इन इंडियन आर्म फोर्सेस, तो इसमें आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो कि परमानेंट कमीशन से आया था, इसीलिए अभी न्यूज़ में है, परमानेंट कमीशन रिलेटेड जजमेंट आया था. Since this has a current affairs relevance, you can start with the current affairs introduction. Here in the first essay, you can start with the static introduction, that conservation and the campaign is very necessary, important, ecosystem balance. You can write your own stuff. Okay, so you write the intro here, 1 to 2 lines, then you start with your body. Some basic rules I'll teach you. Basic rules: no subheadings. Okay, advanced candidates don't engage in subheadings. No subheadings. Second, no long paras of more than 3/4 of page. You in CAPF exam, you should never write long paragraphs. This is not the civil services mains, where you can write 3/4 of a page of a paragraph, because you're discussing philosophical ideas. But here, no. Here, the longest para will be half a page. That's it. You won't go longer than that. You don't, any of the essays, they don't have such long points that you need to go more than half a page to explain what one particular point. Indentation should be same. By indentation I will show you what it means. Indentation means every time, suppose this is the straight line, then every time it starts from the same place. In Pakistan, in Maldives, China, you see everything is starting from the same space. This is called indentation, the gap you have left here. So please make sure you leave the same gap. In many copies I have also shown you, in the previous copies, people leave this much line of gap and they start in Maldives here. I don't know what is the point of it. Why are you wasting so much of space? Even this veteran who has written over here, he has left a bit much space. Yeah, you can reduce a bit in exam, that's fine. Yeah, but you don't leave almost the entire line and you write one word at the end. No, that is not okay. So please take care of the indentation. Longest para, no subheadings. Fifth, no diagrams, charts. Sixth, no bullet points. Okay. Seventh, don't try anything new or weird in exam. Don't go experimenting, okay? Don't go experimenting new formats in exam. Many people venture out and then they will come with a hub and spoke diagram or a very complicated flow chart or something. No, please, your essay should be in and only in paragraphs, nothing else. Your essay will be 3 pages of continuous paragraphs, nothing else. Nothing else is allowed. Please अपने दिमाग में बैठा लीजिए ढंग से. So this was your first page, this is your second, and this is your third page. Second page mein you will again write three paragraphs or maybe 4 if you have written small paras. Here again you will write 2 paragraphs and then you will write a small conclusion and you will finish it off here. Like I have explained in the argument, I am repeating the point. Better than writing 300 words, better you write 250 to 275 words. You space them out properly to complete the page as much as possible, and you score more marks with efficient wording. आप 300 पूरे शब्द भरने की बजाय आप इधर उधर की बातें लिखें. आप 250 से 275 शब्दों का प्रयोग करें, अपनी बात को पूरी लिखें और ऐसी जगह छोड़ें कि आपका पेपर ऑलमोस्ट यहाँ तक या यहाँ तक आके ख़त्म हो जाए. इतनी जगह रह जाए तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है आपको. आप 250 से 275 शब्द लिखने में आप अपनी बात को क्लियरली लिखेंगे, आप अपनी टॉपिक से इधर उधर हटेंगे नहीं, आपका वक्त बचेगा और आपको सोचने के लिए भी वक्त मिलेगा, क्योंकि 300 शब्द लिखने में आपको वक्त लगेगा, हाथ चलेगा. इट विल टेक टाइम टू राइट and it will take time to think, because you are going to think out of the topic of essay to write, to complete the 300 words. You are a beginner, that is why I am assuming that you will be somewhat lacking in content, somewhat, not entirely. आप 300 वर्ड भर पाओगे, लेकिन वो पूरे वर्ड इस टॉपिक से रेलिवेंट, इस टॉपिक की डिमांड को मीट करते हुए भर पाओगे या नहीं, दैट इज़ अ क्वेश्चन विच हैज़ टू बी आंसर्ड. Okay, so these are the 3 pages. So we are almost 20 minutes into it. Now I'll show you, there are 3 essays. China economic policy, 3 pages. Urbanization is hazardous to health. This is your quirky topic, okay? Quirky topic. China is your international relations topic. And third, I have taken infiltrators are a threat to India's security. All these 3 are 2021 answers. This is your internal security. So I have taken 3 topics of 3 different types so that I can show you how it is written. Then what not to do. What not to do, I'll cover it up first so that it's easier. I will show what to do in the part where the answers are written by toppers and veteran. Urbanization, I have also taken an urbanization topic. Right now I have showed you, I'll explain that. This candidate has written urbanization. He has written a proper definition by the numbers. Okay, he has learnt it. Then now you see, he has written, this is his page, okay? He has written this long of an introduction, and I don't know where his intro stopped and where his body started. No clue what is happening. Okay, and he has given definition. He has talked about world population. He is talking about what is an urban area, municipality, corporation, cantonment. It is, as an examiner, I can feel he is copying this from his class notes or someplace else. And minimum he is giving down the criteria. I mean, topic is urbanization, merit and challenges associated. He is talking about cantonment board and what is a criteria for a notified down area committee. I mean, how is this relevant? He's talking about urbanization, industrialization, industrial revolution. I mean, what the heck? What is the topic? Topic is merit, topic is challenge. You write an intro of urbanization, you go into merits, you write 1.5 pages of merit, you write 1.5 pages of challenges, and you write a conclusion. That's over. That's it. Nothing else. But no, he has not gone into that. आप एक एस्से को, आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू हाउ टू थिंक बिफोर राइटिंग द एस्से. आप एस्से को एक बुलेट पॉइंट मान के चलो. यू टेक इट एज एन आंसर, यू फ्रेम द आंसर बिफोर राइटिंग इट. आप सोचो व्हाट विल आई राइट इन द इंट्रो. आई विल राइट द डेफिनेशन, आई विल राइट करंट अफेयर्स, आई विल राइट स्टेटिस्टिक्स, और आई विल गो विथ एन एनेक्डोट. जो आपको लिखना है यू डिसाइड इट बिफोर हैंड. Then you decide on the points. Okay, merits and challenges, you broken down the topic. Merit में मैं I can write these 5 points as merit. Challenges, I can write these 5 points as challenges. Then you think, क्या मैं इन 5 points पे एग्जाम्पल दे सकता हूँ? कैन आई गिव एन एग्जाम्पल फॉर दिस? कैन आई गिव द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ इंदौर एज स्वच्छ भारत? कैन आई गिव द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ any city in Bihar which has challenges in urbanization? Example of Mumbai with poor drainage, that is a challenge. Pollution in Delhi, that is a challenge. So these are examples. So you fit the examples with the points. Now you have an intro, you have the points with the examples or data facts with them, and a conclusion. Even if you don't have a conclusion, you are running out of time, you start writing. By the time you write 3/4 of the essay, you will get an idea what you are going to write in the conclusion. So that is how you think, and after you think, you write. This thinking process should take 1 to 2 minutes, or maybe even 3 minutes. Okay, in the exam for easier topics I take about 2 minutes, and for the harder topics I take 3.5 minutes also, like in the Eastern Science, Eastern Wisdom, that question. It takes more time, but the reason why I personally give more time is because I have a lot of knowledge and I am able to put them in a structured manner for easier understanding of the examiner, and I frame what I'm going to fit where. Those are nuanced topics, I'll talk about it some other day. So you try giving 1 to 2 minutes and you start writing. Second one, again, urbanization, merits and challenges associated. Again, what is the first line? Population shifted from rural to urban areas referred to as urbanization. This is very generic and not at all specific. So okay, it's not okay. Yeah, let's go on. In India, urbanization has been such a rapidly growing trend in recent decades. The population of Indian cities and towns has been increasing faster than rural population. I mean, okay, everyone knows, but why are you wasting 4 lines and the crucial attention of the examiner on such a statement? I mean, he could have given some data to justify it, then it's okay. But he's writing generic thought, and it is not adding anything new. It is not even relevant to the topic entirely. Okay, according, now he is giving data, and now you see he has underlined it end to end. अब इन्होंने पूरा पैराग्राफ अंडरलाइन कर दिया. What was the point of it? You could have just underlined 1 line or 1 word and I would have read that word for you. But no, he has underlined the entire paragraph. Now what is important in the paragraph? It is not the duty of the examiner to figure out what is important in your essay. It is your duty to show the examiner that what is important in the essay. Then he has written a lot of generic words which are of no consequence. So this is not what not to do. Rest you see argument and report and you will realize a lot of more things. Now let me come to this. Chinese economic policy, what to do. I will go very fast because I have already spent 25 minutes in this. I'll spend another 15 minutes maybe on these 3 essays together, and then we'll wrap it off. Rest the things I'll discuss when I take the nuanced lectures for the advanced aspirants and the veteran people. Okay, Chinese economic policy in countries bordering India. That is the topic. So this is a very static topic. The topic is not loaded. The topic is not asking you to take a side or give an opinion. The topic is asking you to just tell me what is the Chinese economic policy in countries bordering India. So this is going to be a very tone deaf kind of answer. It is going to be very static. It is going to be slightly factual because you are describing something, you are not convincing something. Okay. China, in its aim to expand its global influence, is using lucrative economic policies. Now you see, aiding other nations. This is the first line. In the first line, the veteran has used China economic policies which are lucrative, aiding other nations. China is from the topic, economic policy is from the topic, other nations is from the topic, countries bordering India. So within the first statement, when the examiner reads, he knows that okay, the candidate has understood the question and he is answering as per the demand of the question. Within first sentence itself you have shown that examiner देख लो, मुझे पता है मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ, मुझे पता है क्यों लिख रहा हूँ, और जो आपने पूछा है मैं उसी का ही उत्तर दे रहा हूँ. And this word lucrative, this is your actionable word which I taught you previously. You have to write actionable subheading. This is your actionable word. What kind of economic policy? Lucrative economic policy. Countries bordering India. Now this is underlined. Now this is underlined. That means the examiner is going to read it, and I am showing here. When I say I mean the person whoever is writing this. He is showing that see, I have written as per the topic you are asking. Countries bordering India have also been significantly impacted because of this. We shall explore these policies and decipher their geopolitical significance. Now within this itne se, in less than half a page, he has given an idea of what is happening, why you have asked the question. He has told the topic, and he has also developed the interest of the examiner that dekho, I am going to tell you this and this in the essay, so you read further. So I mean, this is the perfect introduction that I have seen. The modus operandi is to offer loans at high rates to underdeveloped nations. Upon default on loans, China takes over their infra or other assets, thus establishing permanent global influence. Within two sentences, he has explained the entire idea of China and their economic policy. Within two sentences, very crisp. This vision is implemented by string of pearls and BRI. And now you have dropped the keywords relevant to the topic. The examiner knows that this is the keyword and you have to tell this, so you have dealt it. Now you see, introduction is done, explanation of the topic is done. Now the candidate has started with the examples, because I told this is a descriptive thing. So in Sri Lanka, 90 million was already granted by China, another 500 million loan is being discussed. Hambantota port is taken over. Now you see, even if the examiner does not see anything, does not read, he will see Sri Lanka, he will see Hambantota port, he will see taken over. That when he connects these three things, he will realize that okay, what the modus operandi this candidate explained earlier, that is being shown over here. That is why Sri Lanka is the first example, not the later ones. In Pakistan, now you see, in Sri Lanka, underline Sri Lanka, first para Sri Lanka, second para Pakistan, third para Maldives, fourth para Myanmar, Tibet, fifth para China. Now without even reading, the examiner can feel the structure. He can feel the structure just by looking at the essay. He does not even need to read. He will see, okay, लड़के ने पाकिस्तान का लिखा है, he has written about Maldives, Myanmar, Tibet, currency manipulation. Because the examiner has read hundreds of essays on this very topic within the past few days when he's checking your copy, because you are not the first copy he's checking. So he knows what you are going to write. Everyone is going to write Hambantota port. Everyone is going to write Gwadar port. He knows what is going to come. He just needs to see if you have written it or not. Pakistan, BRI and China-Pakistan Economic Corridor used to support crippling economy. Gwadar port benefit. Maldives 40%, good. Similar incidents or statistics also show the depth of China's economic policy on countries bordering India. Now you see, again, he has used the topic. Every time you stay relevant to the topic asked, this candidate has not moved away from the topic which is asked in the exam. For example, Myanmar, Tibet. China, Tibet is wrong. Tibet cannot be written. Tibet is a part of China itself now. Okay, this is wrong. This is factually wrong. Avoid it. China also uses currency manipulation and gains from forex market to finance unstable projects abroad. Now you see he has used 2 points. He has connected it with the topic because of the word abroad, and he has also discussed on how their economic policy works. This is as per project 301 report of the US government. Okay, 301, yeah, it is on currency manipulation. India is also on this report, and there's a special watch list also on this, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. These ports, roads, etc. infrastructure is giving a strategic upper hand to China's world supply chains. Now you have signified the importance of the topic, that why is it important, why China's policy is impacting India. The brewing rivalry is fueled by predatory economic policies. Now you see, this is another actionable word. Previously I used lucrative, now I have written predatory economic policies and impacting India's sphere of influence. This is a specific IR related keyword which you have to drop. This debt trap policy needs to be stopped for long term stability of the world. And what is the importance of this thing on the world scale? Initiatives like US aid, AAGC, and budgetary aid may bring a resolute counter to China's economic policy. So, with a conclusion, he has given a solution, three solutions, and he has told a bright future to China's economic, bright future to counter this issue. I mean, with this itself, you can see the intro is perfect, the explanation is perfect, examples with data, followed by emphasis, importance, and a perfect optimistic conclusion. I mean, this kind of essay will score 12 or maybe 13 out of 20, 12 out of 20, no doubt, at least above 10 on any good day. So that is your IR. Second, I'm 32 minutes. Okay, I'll go straight to this internal security one, because this is more important for you, for beginners especially, because this is something which you can write, you can prepare, because it is a limited syllabus topic. Infiltrators are a threat to India's security. What are the keywords? Infiltrators, threat, India's security. This is a very static topic, very simple topic. You could have prepared this topic, you should have prepared this topic before the exam. Okay, and you must have facts on this, because this is of internal security, and internal security you study in depth before your CAPF exam. Infiltrators are individuals or groups who illegally cross without authorization. India has majorly two types of infiltrators. Now he has given a static intro because this is a static topic, and he has written two types of infiltrators. First, okay, within this paragraph he has spoken of the two types. First are for terrorism purposes, for example Pakistan, Nepal. Second, for refugee or asylum purposes. He has categorized the infiltrators into two parts: terrorism and into refugee. And now he will talk on each of them. This shows clarity of thought. Clarity of thought. And next, this is a proper example of clarity of thought. The proper example of flow of thought, I forgot to mention here. Proper example of flow of thought is here. Modus operandi, he has clarity of thought in this paragraph. Okay, he has clarity of thought in this paragraph, and he has shown flow of thought in this particular page. The way he has written Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Maldives, this is the flow of thought. He has given the proper flow, that see how it is coming. So he has talked about two types. Now, spread of infiltration leads to spread of terrorism, drug smuggling, arms trade, counterfeiting, and other nefarious activities. These impact India's national security. Now you read this sentence carefully. These impact India's national security. Why did he write this? He could have avoided writing this sentence. है ना? This is something very obvious to everyone. But why did he write this? And why on earth did the candidate underline this? India's national security. Now pause and think and make a guess. Why? Now the reason why is because it is in the topic of the essay. Threat to India's security. These impact India's national security. He is reiterating the topic so that the examiner knows, the examiner sees, dekho, I am not deviating from the topic. Why most people score out of 20, they score 3 or 2 marks? Why? Because they don't write to the topic of the essay. That is why they don't score marks. People have the content. You see, any good candidate who has studied at least for a few months will know these points. Okay, सभी को ये points पता है. That spread of terrorism है, drug smuggling है, arms trade, counterfeiting. Okay, FICN. You know this. But these impact national security. These are the, with an example, 2611. These are the kind of two value additions, example and a statement, which push this candidate different from the beginners, because he is able to emphasize and show the importance of it in the exam to the examiner. That is why he took the point. A beginner candidate also knows these points. He took the point and he connected this point to the topic asked of the essay. That is why he scores higher marks. Infiltrators, when allowed unchecked, can alter demographic patterns leading to social and political unrest. For example, NRC in Assam caused by Bangladeshi. This is a threat to internal security.
It's 10:30.
Now you see, in this paragraph, infiltrators allowed, okay, with political unrest, and he gave a very good example of NRC in Assam. Now NRC in Assam everyone knows, and it is caused by Bangladeshi refugees. People will stop here. This is a threat to internal security. This shows the examiner that, see, I am relating this to the topic asked. That is very important in the essay. Infiltrators engage in employment and occupy resources, thus impacting their availability to local population, availability of employment and resources. This contributes to social unrest. For example, in West Bengal, you see this, he has again explained an impact of infiltrators and how they become security issues. Spread of thought. This, now you see, he has separated two paragraphs differently here because he's talking on a new idea. Spread of thought, left-wing extremism, arms and ammunition supplied. This is a threat to unity and integrity of India. See, at the end of everything, at the end of every major para, this candidate is connecting it to the topic of the essay, and every time he is using different words. You see, this impact India's national security. This is a threat to internal security. This is a threat to unity and integrity of India. He's using the word threat. He might not be using the word security. Here, he is using the word security, but he's not using the word threat. So you see, he's playing around with the words of the question given. He's playing around with this, and he shows how my point is relevant. I know I'm repeating my point again and again, but this point is very hard for people to understand and even harder to implement. Counterfeiting is a threat to economic. Now you see, he has again delved into an idea. Within India's security, he has gone into economic security. Who told it is internal security? The question is talking about security, right? This security can be physical, electrical, economic, anything. So he has talked about economic security. The solution. Now you see, the moment he wrote solution, he boxed it, so that I don't even want to read the entire para. I can read border management, surveillance, solution, and I know the candidate has written correctly. Why? Because he has boxed the word solution. So very important keywords like challenges, issues, solution. These keywords you can box within the essay. Here there is no need to mention the word challenges, but yeah, like suppose I explain to you now over here merits and challenges. When you write the first sentence of merits, you can box the word merit, and after one and a half page, when you write about challenges associated, you can box the word challenges. Like here, the candidate has boxed the word solution. This boxing should be done for, you should avoid it, but if you do, for 2 to 3 words in the entire essay, that's all. You won't do it more than that. With latest technological upgrades, coastal and aerial surveillance, stricter immigration checks, government initiatives, he has written, okay, but government initiatives is something which every aspirant is going to write. So he did not underline this. Why? Because he knows everyone is writing this. I am not doing anything new by writing the word government initiatives. So the examiner is not going to award me extra marks just because he reads the word government initiatives. He is going to award me extra marks for border management system and using the word coastal and aerial surveillance. No, he will give marks for government initiatives, not that, but that is not going to fetch you the brownie points, which is going to take you to 10 marks out of 20. Our aim right now in this is to reach up to 6. We will get to 10 in the nuanced lectures, not here. That is something which will take much longer, and I might even have to do a live workshop with you people, so we'll figure that out later. Infiltration is a major threat, and thus infiltrators need to be stopped from entering India. Because he has written the solution, he has written a very simple static conclusion, and then he has left half the page empty. देखो यहाँ पर कैंडिडेट ने आधा पेज खाली छोड़ दिया है, 2.5 पेज ही लिखा है, लेकिन इस 2.5 पेज में उसने इतनी क्लैरिटी के साथ, इतने एग्जाम्पल्स के साथ और इतने क्लैरिटी ऑफ थॉट से लिखा है, फ्लो ऑफ थॉट के साथ, कि 260-270 वर्ड्स में ही इज़ डन. उसने पूरे टॉपिक को एंड टू एंड एनालाइज कर दिया है. उसको 300 वर्ड की ज़रूरत ही नहीं उस टॉपिक पे चर्चा करने के लिए. तो उसने नहीं लिखा, ही सेव्ड द टाइम. उसने अपना वक्त बचाया, उसने किसी और एस्से में लगाया, उसने सोचने में लगाया. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू. Last essay I'll go through very fast with this. I'll try. Yeah, it is already about 45 minutes. But this is a quirky topic, that is why I want to do it with you. It is for beginners lecture, but yeah, still I'll do it. Urbanization is hazardous to human health. Okay, this is slightly, you would not have studied this topic before the exam. You would have studied about human health separately, you would have studied about urbanization separately, but you would not have studied both these topics together in the same topic. Directly तो नहीं पढ़ा होगा 300 words के लिए. Now that is even the case for me when I wrote the 21 exam, and even for the other aspirants, because these two topics, okay, they are related, but you don't prepare a 300 word note on this particular topic. So but now I'm going to show you how the knowledge from both these parts are written together and correlated, because the correlation is very important. And what is the correlation? The correlation is the word hazardous, that these two are opposite to each other. Urbanization refers to population shift. Okay, good. As per Niti Aayog. Okay, this is a bland starting, but he has supported from urban to rural to urban areas. Okay, it's not too good, but yeah, okay. As per Niti Aayog, 52% of Indians now live in urban. Just because he has sustained his claim with an example on how majority are moving, so the definition checks out. Okay. As cities expand, toll on human health becomes extremely evident, manifesting in various so and so issues, challenges. Now you see, this is the intro which he has written in 2 parts, in half a page. In the first part, he talked about urbanization. In the second part, he talked about human health. What are the 2 keywords? Urbanization, human health. He has discussed both of them. And as cities expand, you see this connecting line. What is urbanization? Urbanization is the expansion of the city. Urbanization is the conversion of rural to urban areas. So he has connected the topic also here with the second part of the topic. Urbanization continues to emit higher pollution, GHG, carbon footprint per capita is very high. This impacts human health across the rural urban areas. He has written 2 sentences, and he has used the third sentence to connect these 2 sentences to the topic asked. Now you see, this is a perfect example of a small, clean and short paragraph which I spoke to you about when I was discussing QCABs, that you should not write long paragraphs. Okay, then the evidence of the hazard is. Why he has used the word hazard and underlined it? Pause the video and tell me. Why? Because it is given in the topic of the essay. Okay, now I know I'm sounding very repetitive, but I'm sure, I'm not sure, but yeah, there are very high chances that even after this lecture, you write the first essay and you might not be able to write entirely with the entire topic of this, breaking it down. It will take time, okay? Don't lose hope. You have to keep practicing. You have to come to this lecture again and again, and within some time, you will improve off, okay? Just after finishing this lecture, if you write an essay, no, it is not a magic pill I'm giving you. It will take time. It will take time for things to mature. The evidence of this hazard is seen by poor air quality index, increasing respiratory ailment. He has connected the word hazard and human health. As per NGO report, one day in New Delhi is equivalent to smoking 44 cigarettes with an exclamation mark. This is to create an awe factor in the exam, that see, this is how bad it is. Urban areas majorly support tertiary sector and have a sedentary life. Therefore, see, he has connected urbanization with human health issues like diabetes, obesity, noise and light pollution. The very fact it is human health, what is going to what is the bad thing of urbanization? Pollution. That is going to impact human health. So the process of thinking here will be, you think of urbanization, you think what are the different types of pollution. What are the different types? Water pollution, air pollution, light pollution, noise pollution. These are the kinds of pollution. So he has taken each and every type and he has given an example for it. That is how you connect with the urban diseases. Noise and light pollution cannot be ignored. Mental health issues, anxiety and stress is common because of the excess noise. If you live near a factory or near a construction site, you would have realized this by now. The urban concrete jungle is devoid of green spaces, negatively impacting public fitness and mental well-being. All right. Urban slums. He is talking about urban slums and connecting it to poor sanitation infra deficit. See, he has connected urbanization to your human health. He has talking about water contamination, that is your water pollution, industrial accidents, air pollution by styrene leak where many people died in 2021. Yeah, 100 citizens. Sustainable urbanization is the key solution to resolve this hazard. He could have boxed this word key, but yeah, it's okay. So sustainable urbanization is the keyword which this guy has dropped. Government initiatives work hard like Amrut Smart Cities, this. You don't write this in bullet points, you don't write it in a hub and spoke, you write it just like this in a paragraph. And India should fulfill her commitment to UN SDG 11, make cities and settlements inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. You see, he has used the word the candidate learns and remembers the SDG goals. He used the word sustainable here. He has used the word safe and resilient previously, and he has taken the word hazardous from the topic. Settlements, that is your urbanization area, to ensure urbanization is not a hazard to human health. He has basically copy pasted the entire essay topic again. So this is what I have taught you. Rest essay, I know there is a lot more to the essay. There are a lot of things. I haven't even touched on the philosophical essays in this particular lecture. I need to do it, but it will not be a very easy lecture. It will be pretty long. This one itself is 50 minutes by now. So the next one will be long. It will be in a lot of parts. It will require me to do a lot of preparation before I sit in front of you, and I might even need to do some workshops and stuff with you, where you sit and write with me and I explain and everything. We'll figure that out later. But for today, you have the basics. You know what to do. You know how to write. You know what not to do. Okay, and then you have seen some good quality examples. You have seen some good quality examples here on what can be done, what is the proper way, how to show a proper flow of thought. Okay, so with this 50 minutes of your time, I call it off. I have almost reached the 1 hour mark, which I kind of expected it to be, but it's all right. It's good. Best wishes. Your exam is on 4th of August 2024. Let's hope we try to meet before that. if possible. Best wishes, practice very well, practice the toppers PYQs, take your notebook and see the toppers answer, and you view my lecture just before checking your answer copy. So you, like, suppose you saw this essay lecture right now, you write an essay tomorrow or day after tomorrow of a PYQ topic maybe, and on the third day you go and you reread the answer of the topper, you read the answer of the topper, you see your own copy, and you view this lecture along with you. Do the same exercise for report and argument also. And I hope this lecture series has been helpful to you guys. I have explained from the basics. हिंदी माध्यम के छात्रों को भी मैंने जितना हो सका है मैंने ध्यान में रखने की कोशिश की है, और मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ ये लेक्चर आप लोगों के लिए महत्वपूर्ण रहा है और आपको बहुत फ़ायदा भी हुआ है इस लेक्चर के कारण। मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप कुछ दिनों में प्रैक्टिस और करें और आपके मार्क्स इम्प्रूव हों वक्त के साथ, ये मेरी उम्मीद है। बाकी आपके एग्ज़ाम के लिए बेस्ट विशेस। उम्मीद करते हैं कि मैं आपसे फिर से लेक्चर से मिल सकूं। धन्यवाद।